Hi.
Hello again. Oi.
Ooh.
So, yeah, did the last video and we're kind of like pumped. Now we're like, yeah, caffeine, more videos.
Yeah, water.
So, topic?
We're going to talk about ritual jewelry and empowering different types of paraphernalia, for lack of a better word, to use outside of your ritual area if you want to carry it with you and you don't want to use talismans, but you want to do something different. Yeah.
So, ritual jewelry.
This is the type of thing you don't wear outside of ritual. It's only for when you're doing something sacred, ritual work, or magic work.
Yeah, look, with this, like I said, one of my mundane pentacles. I wear this every day, most of the time.
I wear this one all the time because it's my favorite one I've ever had.
Yeah. Other magic jewelry that we wear all the time.
Which is ring. We have the same ring.
Yeah.
It's like Wonder Twin powers. Wonder which powers activate. Also, during ritual, this I only wear then, and it's an amber necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to amber and jet. I just have amber.
As for me, I happen to have an amber and jet necklace. Now, with ritual jewelry, and each tradition varies, and it's very common for a lot of covens and traditional practices in ceremonial magic and witchcraft. Jewelry is a sign of status. In some traditions, witches are not allowed to wear certain things, like jet and amber. It's one of the degrees, symbols of what it is that whether they're a first or a third or second degree, something like that.
Also, Mastering Witchcraft by Paul Houston goes over a lot of this. I think that we should work towards bringing back the leg garter for men and women.
Yeah, a lot of traditional covens will wear those, especially if they've hived off. So it's not a really common thing, and it's usually only the witch queen or king that actually wears that. Again, Paul Houston goes more into that. But it's one of those older things, and the leg garter it's not like
it's not like lace or anything.
No.
Usually it's like silk and leather.
Yeah, silk, leather, sometimes snakeskin, and there were silver buckles that are placed around it to represent the...
how many covens were hived off?
And how many, because that person's like the head. It's like the CEO and all these other companies and everything like that.
It's like being in the military and having badges almost.
Yeah. And others, even simple things, as simple as bracelets. This isn't a,
It's not a C-ring like some
no.
people would think. It's a bracelet.
Yeah, it's a leather bracelet. And in some traditions, part of the degree status is, to wear cuffs for men or for women to signify the person's rank, or their status and all that other stuff like that.
It's almost like not wearing another coven's colors.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't talk about that anymore either. It's not really commonly found in books.
Yeah, but I mean, it goes in a lot too. If you go to a public circle, you can kind of... These are like some ways to tell if it's going to be something that you're interested in, if you're looking for a traditional coven or something new.
So, other types of jewelry that I use.
Well, he's talking about that. I'm going to pull mine up, because it was right here too.
Now, in our last video, I talked about a pentacle that I just wear for some ritual, and I only wear it during ritual practices. It's the silver pentacle. Can you see it? Can't see it. There. Hold it. Yep, there it is. And I only wear this when we're doing ritual. And this usually stays on our working altar, and nobody else touches it except me. Him, on occasion, but most of the time just me.
Can you put mine up there? Sure. He's my husband. He's the only one I let touch my stuff.
Same way.
So this is a Hecate pendant that Brian got me. And I only do that when I'm working with my patron. Hecate. Thank you. Now, there's always going to be the traditional amulets and talismans. Oh, go ahead.
Especially when I'm, and another thing like ritual jewelry, when I'm doing shamanic work, I have this bracelet that I made. Looks like a little choker. But I wear it during shamanic rituals because it's been consecrated and powered for protection, because a lot of times the choker actually wasn't only just for looks, but the choker was actually to protect warriors and people in battle. So, and it's a form of armor, because if somebody had shot an arrow or a spear at somebody, these were supposed to be strong enough to actually keep it from, the arrow tips from actually going in and causing any major damage, depending on how well it was made. So I use this for protection during certain rituals and ceremonies. And there are other things that I have too. One of my old pentacles, this one has Pan on it. Can't see it too clearly, but on the back side is stamped a pentacle. This one is the Green Man.
Where'd you get that at?
Pentacle. Renaissance Fair.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, every year that I've gone to a Renaissance Fair, I usually grab one of these with a different deity with a pentacle in the background. And it's usually a deity that or somebody that I have affinity with. Green Man, Pan. There's another one, Dionysus, and we don't wear that one anymore.
Yeah, last time we did, we got really hungover when we went out.
It gets crazy, it likes to party.
Any others?
Yeah. Other ritual jewelry and it's ceremonial magic, especially if you're doing Enochian magic.
Both of ours, or just?
That's
the
mine,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's common to wear magical rings to show authority, power, or stuff like that. And here's one of them that I had custom made. It actually hasn't been worn at all because I don't really practice the system. It's an Enochian ring that's been made in silver. And in the standard, regular, traditionally practice, we have different magic rings, and here's mine. I don't have a problem with showing mine.
I don't have a problem showing mine either. Where is it? Because I think mine's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mine actually got really cheap, surprisingly. But with, can we say what order this one is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the Ordo Astrum Sophia, which we're both initiated in, it's Greek Hermetics. Ooh, sorry, girl. But yeah, mine has, I can't remember the exact name of that pattern.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But I saw it and it fit, and I grabbed it.
Yeah, but usually with ritual jewelry and stuff like that, so it has meaning, it shows significance of your rank in some traditions. So, you know, if you ever join a coven or a different circle, they'll be like, you know, you can't wear this, you can't wear that. Even an inverted pentagram in some traditions has a signifying of rank, of your initiation degree, and sometimes there'll be a triangle on the top, I've seen them on the bottom, so it all varies.
Yeah, and it's not that they're trying to dictate or control you, it's just when you're there, you don't wear that. That's not something that you've earned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess you could say it's like a biker game. You can't wear certain things.
Yeah. You know, and the same thing goes with with color, and it's one of those, you know, a lot of old Wiccan and witchcraft groups and covens have actual circle colors or temple colors that they would wear. Usually it was, you know, and even color will signify the degree of the person. And it's usually an inner robe and outer robe. I don't see it that often at all anymore.
Mm-mm.
And hardly anybody ever writes about it. But
Yeah.
there's, like, you know, if your circle colors were like black and green, you know, nobody else or other covens that were local around you couldn't wear them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it becomes very gang-like. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, but it serves a purpose.
Mm-hmm. So,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, usually it's you know, that's done, and with all of this stuff, they've all been cleansed and consecrated before use, before we wear them. Nobody else touches our magical jewelry except him or I.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got some more mundane stuff that's been turned into magical items.
Yeah, mundane tips for the modern witch.
Mm-hmm.
So this one I actually wear out when we're hosting Pagan Pride or going to meet up sometimes. It looks really cute. This, I don't know where you got this from. It was yours, but now it's mine. I love you. But originally, I just wore the black hat. And then we started adding things. So a lot of times you go out in public and you'll notice negativity. This is like very showy, but sometimes you just like to be fashionable. I have evil eyes on the front. Apparently can't find the camera right.
There it is.
And then on the side I have tarot cards, which we empower for different things. And if I ever need a cover for a reader, if it's like a fair, a psychic fair or a psychic booth or anything, it also works as a tip jar. True story. But yeah, so you can empower hats for different things. Or if you're really on the go and you are under the profession of an entertainer of any type, whether it be a lady of the evening or another, the shoe. You can empower it. This is one of my favorite and first pairs of heels. It's classy. It's a stripper brand, but so it's got cushion on the side, so it doesn't hurt your feet. And with it, you can go and do lunar rituals, mercurial rituals, since it's a form of travel. You're walking, and you can do money drawing work, protection work, things like that with it. So that way, as you wear it, and when you're putting it on, and you consecrate it, whether it's with incense or oils, pass it through the smoke, anoint it, call up the powers, or empower it with lunar energy or mercurial, whatever you're doing it with. I would recommend lunar with heels or mercury. and you can empower it for the purpose of either glamour or fascination or money drawing really easily. Walk the path of money.
Yep.
Money walks into your life when you wear them.
You can also do it with your everyday shoes.
I do that with my work shoes too. Just this looks cuter. Sometimes if you want to be noticed for either a promotion or if you're entertaining or anything else like that, and you want someone to notice you and what you're doing, you can use makeup. So this is a tube of red lipstick. It's actually, it says Kiss Red. I call it Hooker's Stoplight Red. But you can use that if you want someone to pay attention to what you're saying. If you want to get your words across, you can empower it lunar aspect or mercurial again. I'm a big fan of Luna and Mercury. And also, if you're wanting to get noticed and you want to do success work, you can use your makeup brushes empowered under the hour of the sun on Sundays. Bring success. If you want more glamoury and fascination, you can do false eyelashes.
In like medieval times, and it was said that women or men who would wear makeup were using witchcraft to seduce people.
Literally can.
Yeah.
That red lipstick, empower it if you are doing almost like the red cat spell. Use the red cat oil, anoint the base, not the lipstick itself, you can mess it up. Or you can wear the black cat oil if you're looking for a tryst. Because you're classy, you're going to say it like that.
Now, you might be wondering why he has heels.
We're kinky. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm getting into drag, and I'm looking at some competitions that are coming up because I'm going to try to enter them.
So, he's also going to have a new channel.
Yeah.
On his own, not me. Drag's not my thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
When I do drag, I put a wig on. I'll just look more native with long hair.
The pink one, you look like a beautiful Navajo Christina Aguilera. You make me want to sing Lady Marmalade. Right. But yeah, so I'm working with that, and I'm also incorporating magical work into that because I've found it's very interesting because I've been working at getting more comfortable being in public with it. My separate Facebook for her, she keeps getting like friend requests from big burly bearded dudes. It's kind of funny.
It's interesting. It's a little bit frightening at times, but it's interesting.
It makes me think of that RuPaul song, Tranny Chaser.
Yeah. But yeah, he's going to have his own channel out on his path as a drag queen.
It's probably going to be under the drag name Persephone Hard Broom King. I got permission to use the name. I'm not just stealing a dynasty name. I actually got permission from people I know who are in the house. So, you can also empower your wig.
Oh my god, you decapitated! No.
I have her in the closet. Literally. But yeah, so you can empower your wigs as well. If you're fanning them through smoke, make sure it smells nice and it doesn't stink, because no one likes to smell bad.
Yeah, and if you're putting them through smoke, be careful with how much hairspray you use in there, because it'll go. Yeah.
I was actually teasing this one up into this updo, which, by the way, is cute as hell. Love
well, I had the candles going, and he's working with the with his aerosol.
I learned from my mom, Rave and Aquanet.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, so don't pass it if it's like really not flame retardant. Don't put it on your candle.
But what if you're a male and you're not into drag or cross dressing or the whole scene, but you want to do something like that? You can empower your work shoes. Put a little
dress shoes in here too.
Yeah, but put a little bit of follow me boy or follow me girl, compel it, do as I say, stuff like that. Money drawing, powder inside your shoe and bless and consecrate them
in your wallet, or if you're a lady, in your purse.
Another thing that you can do too is empower your hair products. Consecrate them so that it draws more attention to you and stuff like that. There's mundane things that you can do on a regular basis that nobody ever takes advantage of.
If you're a professional man, the pins that you put on your tie, get some that are a basic occult symbol. If you're professional, you probably don't want to go pentagrams blazing into your office, but use like a triangular pin. Preferably if you're wanting better business negotiations, the alchemical symbol for air. I would also recommend that for money, but that's just me. Fire if you're wanting to give off like a really strong persona where people obey you. Kind of like the King of Wands.
Ooh, I got fat. This won't fit no more.
We don't talk about this. I do the same thing. That's why my ceremonial ring goes on one finger instead of the normal one.
Yeah.
I got chubby. We're pleasantly plump.
We're well fed. Other things it can do too is empower your clothes that you wear on a daily basis. The stuff that you wear can draw attention to you, like an orange shirt, for attraction. And I used to do this with pendulum divination too, is where I would put down like these little discs that had different colors, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, etc. And then I would hold a pendulum over it, and I'd be like, okay, which color would be best for me to wear to be more attractive to other people and swing to something. And it's always the one color I don't like.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I actually went out and bought an orange shirt because of that. I hence got rid of that orange shirt, but I looked cute in it. Yeah.
Oh, I like that other orange shirt that you wear, like with the button-up one too. That one's really cute.
That button one I got rid of, I think.
That's cute.
Yeah.
The red and white one that you wear on top of the orange?
I have no idea what that one was. But I'll wear that one to, be more, if I want to stand out more. You can do the same thing, like, okay, what color would be best for me to wear for healing, or, stuff like that. Or if you're into color therapy, you can get some sheets of the tissue paper and then just like tape them onto your window for a while just to flood that area with energy, because that color has a lot of power in it. Color will dictate a lot of the emotions that are going on.
And if you're very analytical, look into the psychology of colors and why interior designers will use things and avoid like the color red for painting a wall in a business.
Sometimes it's said to stop everything and
make people angry.
Yeah, Feng Shui has a different color system, so whatever you would adopt, make sure you research it and stick with one, and then move on to the other. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can do when it comes to empowering your work, your clothes and stuff like that, just so that you carry the magic with you throughout the day.
Or you could just use greenery bags and stick them in your pocket.
Yeah.
But this way's more fun. It gets you more involved. Can get you out of the magic slump or the magic blouse too.
Yeah, when I was working at a local bookstore doing readings, I would wear a lot of purple. Now, I didn't walk in looking like a big grape, but...
You just looked like a pimp on Halloween.
Yeah, I always have some... you don't have to dress like, in a big jumpsuit of orange if you want to be more attractive. Yeah, you're going to attract attention, but probably not the kind you want.
I think you're a hooker.
Yeah, where it can be small pieces too. Like, it doesn't have to be big and bright and flashy, just something that draws attention that you don't normally wear, because that color can reflect into your, personal space and really draw a lot out.
If you're going... if you're a dude, just wear like an orange shirt. Wear, even if you're allowed wristbands, wear an orange one.
Yeah, the little rubber wristband.
Yeah, easy. If you're a girl, wear, or even if you're a guy and you just like scarves, like wear the little one like Freddy and Scooby-Doo. Also, if you're a guy and you have ears that are pierced and you wear small studs, empower those.
Yep.
Jewelry just for girls.
And it's really common too for, it's becoming common for guys to wear makeup now, which is cool. I've seen a lot of guys wear makeup recently.
What was that video? No, or lies gay guys tell each other and themselves. No, I don't wear makeup. No, don't touch my face. I break out easy.
Yeah. Yeah, you can also do ritual body art. Grab one of your grease pins.
It took me a minute. He means lipstick.
Well, no, the ones that look like grease.
Oh, the bad lipstick. I call it bad lipstick if you like it, sorry.
No, the black ones that look like pencils. I don't know what this stuff is called. It's all...
I'm going to give you this lipstick because I don't even use it for anything because I don't like it.
No, like the pencil one.
I don't know where those are at. So
okay.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. So if you want to do some ritual body art, just do something like... I'm going to do a Reiki symbol.
Here. You're using it backwards. Turn it. I might do...
So there you have a little Reiki symbol, and I can empower that and just go about my day and not worry about it. It works really good with henna too, but once the tan line goes through and then you put it on,
sticks.
It stays. You get the tan line, but you can do the same thing with protective symbols like pentagrams or pentacles. If you're going out and you're kind of scared about something, draw a pentacle on the side of your room.
It's almost like when you were in high school and you were bored, so you would draw on yourself, because really you didn't care what the teacher was saying.
Yeah.
See my pentagram?
So, yeah, you get ritual body art going, something that has meaning and significance for you, and then you just empower it however you normally empower it. And then when you're ready, just simply wipe off the symbol.
So a good one would be creature of earth made of wax and clay, powers of red I carry throughout my day, protection now imbued in thee, as I will, so let it be.
And with the Reiki one, just like Reiki. Yeah, that's it.
If you're channeling.
Yeah. So, and then there's other forms of energy healing too that usually require symbols, and you can always try to put those on you.
I got a buzz.
Yeah, you don't have to put them like on your face unless you want to. Some people will do ritual circles where there's ritual body art that's done, rites of passage.
That looks really badass too.
Yeah, some of them look really good.
Mm-hmm. You can empower it firsthand if it's for one specific purpose, and then you just have it there ready.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, there's also like the pencil thingy that I don't know what's
that
called.
You get at Halloween with the makeup supply stuff.
Yeah, the grease pencils that you can use for those. You don't just have to be big or flashy. If you're worried about your clothes rubbing it off.
If you're really on the run,
That one. What's I talking about?
eyeliner?
I guess, something like it's called.
You can use liquid or you can use pencil.
Pencil's easier.
Oh, that's a brush. Where'd it go? We're having technical difficulties. Oh, this will work. So let's say we want to do money drawing. Ooh, this is gray. Power of air. Where do you want it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to look like the Zodiac Killer guy with it all in your hand.
Yeah. And
Especially if you shake hands, it's going to go all over them.
Yeah, and be careful. I'll put it right here in the forearm. Be careful what type of ritual symbols that you use too, because some things you don't want to put gang symbols on you, especially if you're not in a gang.
You don't want to put swastikas, not because they're bad, but because they get misrepresented and misdone.
So yeah, I've heard of people who have who are Asatron have had swastikas that were put on that were properly drawn, not the other way, the bad way, and they've been called racist, or they get negative results and stuff like that.
So you can also make it up as a symbol by combining different symbols.
Ching.
It's money in the triangle.
Oh wait, you can't see it. It's so magical, it's invisible. Where's my arm at? There it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have to worry about scaring your boss with a pentagram if it accidentally pops through his sleeve. You can just be like, oh, my kids were bored, or I fell asleep and my fiance thought it would be funny to draw on me.
Yeah, if you paint your nails, you can do runes on your fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
Subtle, bind runes and stuff like that, and just consecrate them and empower them, or just run energy through them.
Mm-hmm. So when you're empowering them, you can come up with a little jingle, or use a chant that you already know. Like, one of my favorites is Dorothy Morrison. For that one, you can hold your hand over it, envision it glowing green and spiraling jessel, saying, money come, money flow, money is mine, to me it flows.
Yeah, and when it comes to getting ritual tattoos done, be very careful about what you get tattooed on your body. Because, especially with seals like from the Goetia or demonic seals, it's not the best idea, because in a lot of traditional lores, it's even with symbols for the orishas, the veves, once you get that tattooed on your body, Loa, sorry, the veves, it becomes property of that entity or the deity. So if you do that,
if you don't work with the Goetia and you're getting the seal of
somebody,
Amun.
Yeah, Amen or something like that.
Got.
You're gonna, technically, you branded yourself with that. That's like, them putting their putting your signature on them. But if they come through for you after doing some ritual work, don't, say like, oh, I got a tattoo, and stuff like that.
That's only what could be the first success of money, and you might mess yourself up.
Yeah. Years ago, I happened to be in one of the local metaphysical bookstores, and there was this guy that was talking to some of the people that work there, and he had these symbols that were tattooed on his arm.
Oh, I remember that one. The one with the 50 different.
No, this was just two of them, and so he was. I have no contact with this guy, whatsoever anymore. But he said that he was in California, Southern California, somewhere along the border, and him and his friends were drinking. And so while he was drunk, he decided that he wanted to sell his soul to the devil while he was drunk and stupid. So, sure enough, somebody heard, grabbed him. They went to a tattoo parlor of somebody who practiced sorcery and magic, and he had two symbols tattooed on his forearms. He had no idea what they were. he went to this local store here to find out what they were, and nobody could figure it out. And I just happened to be there, and my spirits come through, and they're like, check it out. I'm like, it's none of my business. Check it out. I was like, it's none of my business.
You're like, we're making this your business.
Yeah, check it out. You know?
Me as a spirit guide, it's now I'm making it your business.
Yeah, so I go over there, and I was like, excuse me, I've heard your question. And they were looking at all these books and symbols and everything like that. And I was like, what is it? May I see? And he was like, yeah, sure. He pops his arms up, and there's a symbol of Astaroth, and then there's a symbol of Baal. From the Goetia tattoo. I was like, ooh, homie.
You owned.
Yeah, and I was like, good luck with that. Yeah, not necessarily bad entities. Now, there's a coin toss when it comes to a lot of, what magicians, how they view the Goetia, the entities. Some
They've
people,
been really nice to us, though, but we're not assholes when we call them either.
Yeah, some people say that they're reformed deities that were demonized. Other people say that they were actual demons, and there's a lot of arguments about what they actually are.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave it up to you. So, but don't get them tattooed on you. And so the guy was just, I was just like, how did you get these? And he told me what had happened, and I was like, ooh, I hope you got something good. And he was like, well, I didn't get anything out of it, just these tattoos. I was like, oh, sucks to be you, dude.
Oh, you're one of those bad ones. You're like a bad bargain hunter.
Yeah, he didn't practice magic at all. He wasn't, he didn't really believe in any of it until he started having these weird dreams, of the, these entities coming through to him and everything.
Watch, they probably came through like the pop culture idea version.
I have no idea.
They probably did in his dreams. That's probably why he freaked out about it.
Yeah, and I talked to him a couple of times afterward because he was trying to figure out what to do, and I'm like, dude, yeah, it's kind of like a brand.
It reminds me of that Tawdry Call video of the Once Upon a Crime where Cinderella was played by Willem, and they're like, how long was the lease for? The lease was forever after. You're there. That's where you live. Kind of is like that, unless like the entity decides to take it from you. Usually that involves removal.
Yeah, and I've had
always appears as a mysterious accident.
Yeah, I've had situations where I've done ritual work or ceremonial work in shamanism for people, and Santissima shows up.
Oh, yeah.
And and I'm just like, well, what talking with the entity on the astral plane is like, what is promised to you? He said he'd get a tattoo of me. Did he get it? No, I don't think so. So his life's going to be hell, or I'm going to take or
I'm going to take something else.
Yeah, and so I get a person who's like, did you promise her a tattoo? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you better get it or else you're screwed.
And even then you're kind of...
Yeah, because you become their pretty much under that, property and everything like that.
It's like you're in their kingdom. You kind of can't leave it.
Yeah, and this doesn't mean that if you like somebody to get your name sigilized and then tattooed on a person, that's just weird.
Yeah, just saying, creeper.
Yeah. Not judging you, but...
But not only that, but if you offend that entity after it's there and disrespect them, they might decide to take it, like we were saying. I've heard stories of people who've gotten Santissima and then they go and break down their shrine because they had this big revelation where they were like, oh my god, this is devil worship, I'm going back to Jesus. And then they desecrate her shrine, and suddenly, like within like a few hours, they end up in a car accident and they're missing their arm or their leg that the tattoo was on. It happens.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic and, like out of a storybook, but stuff like that has happened.
Or it might not even be that. They might take something else that's as precious.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I've seen some really beautiful artwork that's done out there that people have had done in honor of their deities. I was at a gas station up the street once, a couple summers back, and this guy had a god and goddess figure that was tattooed on his back. It was really nice. I was like,
I think you were telling me about that.
Yeah, it just looked really amazing. I was just standing there awestruck. Like, wow. Looked kind of creeperish, but it looked good.
Well, wasn't he attractive too?
I think so. But I was more focused on his tattoo. And he had it done on his back. I know of other people who have had pentagrams or pentacles tattooed on them. So, but it's always the symbol that you got to be careful for. Make sure you understand what it means and what it represents. I know people who have had like crosses and crucifix tattooed on them, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh no, I'm pagan now." And I'm like, "But you got a cross tattooed on your body." It's kind of got to be a weird mix of energies there. So.
There's also some people who will get different runes tattooed.
Yes.
And then they want to go into a specific tradition of witchcraft that doesn't work with any type of astral energy, or it could be vice versa. Or they can have like Aztec tattoos and they want to go into British traditional witchcraft where it's not really involved. We're not saying that it's something that's impossible, but it's going to be a really weird mix.
Yeah, especially if you're still following the path. It could end up with weird results, especially as mixing your entities and your deities, especially if they don't get along culturally.
Yeah. With us, we just don't recommend it.
Yeah, if you're gonna do like a bind rune tattoo, make sure you know what the bind rune means completely, and have, just take a look at it, make sure it works for you. You're not gonna just draw some random stuff and like, oh yeah, I want to get this down now.
Yeah, and if you're making it yourself, make sure you know your stuff.
Yeah. So we are down to the last 30 seconds.
Oh wow, that went by quick. So yeah, if you have questions, go ahead and email us at totembroom@gmail.com or on our Facebook page, Totem Broom. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you do have questions, please tell us. If you don't feel like putting it in the comments, message us.
Yeah, we answer emails. We get slow at it, but we get to them. So
Or sometimes we're quick.
Yeah, it all depends on which one of us is awake when we get the messages.
Or if I'm at work, then usually he's going to get to it.
So, but yeah, we'll talk to you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Bye.
Bye.